Over the next 10 days, my family and I will be crossing off a major bucket list adventure. Road tripping from the north to the south of Portugal. And we're taking you along for the ride. We began our Portugal adventure in Porto, one of the oldest cities in Europe located in the Douro Valley in northern Portugal. It's best known for its top export, port wine, which has been produced and exported here for hundreds of years and hence named after the city itself.
It's so good.
We plan to spend about a day and a half exploring Porto before road tripping to our next destination. Our first stop in Porto was the Palácio da Bolsa, a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in the heart of the city, known for its neoclassical style and the infamous Arab Room, inspired by the Alhambra in Granada, Spain.
So you do have to have a guided tour to go through here. You can't just walk through by yourself, but it's actually really, really cool. It's 10 euros a person, and it's a timed entry in whatever language you speak. And what's that called, Mom? The Arab Room? The Arab Room was insane. Like one of the most beautiful rooms I've ever seen.
Feel welcome to the ballroom.
Oh my god.
Now, the Six Bridges tour is an absolute must in Porto. It's a beautiful 50-minute ride down the Douro River and gives you a really cool view of the city.
I mean, look how crowded they are.
I love this. There's so many fish. I want to go in and swim with them.
No, you don't. No, there's some big ones.
So we're walking over the Dom Luis Bridge right now to get to the other side. Technically, this is an entirely different city than Porto, that I'm forgetting the name, but I'll put it right here. And this is where all of the wine caves are.
Nothing to see here. Oh, wait.
It smells so good, like port. All of the barrels around me are aging port right now. So you have the really high ceilings, the granite walls, the cool, dark environment, and it smells so strongly of wine and port. It's just amazing.
So good.
It's so good. I don't even really know how to describe it. It's just so rich and kind of like the perfect amount of sweetness. And it was made right here. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's not too impressive.
Oh my god, look at this. Now he's going to show the backside.
Such a reader.
I can't smile
Because it's funny.
After a day and a half in Porto, we packed up the rental car and began our 2-hour journey to Pinhão. There are several different routes you can go, but I highly recommend taking the A4 to the N322 for the best views. After the Villarreal Bridge, you'll pass through Sabrosa, and it's around there that the scenery just transforms. There are tons of picnic spots and viewpoints for you to stop at, and we fully took advantage.
You aren't drinking port out of a coffee cup, what are you doing?
When in Porto, you do what Portoans do.
Portoans?
Portoans.
Okay. We've got our Dutch cheese and our Porto port. Viewpoints are insane. Oh, wowza.
We arrived in Pinhão just in time for our tour of the best winery in town, Quinta da Bonfim. We learned about the rich history of port in the Douro Valley, as well as the detailed science behind making the port itself. And then of course, we ended the tour with an epic port tasting.
What is your favorite one?
Probably the 30-year tawny, which is the most caramel and brown looking up and all.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yes, that would be my favorite as well. 30-year tawny. Mama, what's your favorite?
I'd have to go between the 30-year tawny, which I've always loved tawnies, and then the 85 vintage. It's delicious.
What about you, Inns?
I feel so basic now, but
I know.
But yeah, the 30-year tawny or the what is it, like 85, 87 vintage?
Yeah.
Like this, I would love to drink as like dessert, and this is just so good.
Pinhão is one of those places that you come to just to relax and enjoy the nature. There really isn't much of a town here, so pretty much all we've been doing is just hiking a little bit, relaxing, enjoying the nature, and of course having some amazing port. Don't come here if you're trying to explore a town, but it is an amazing, relaxing, tranquil place to just hang out and enjoy your surroundings. And then of course, if you want to splurge a little bit on where you stay, the Vintage Inn where we've been staying the last couple days is extremely nice. Like one of the nicest hotels I personally ever stayed in. It's right on the water, overlooking all of the vineyards, and you're a 5-minute walk from the best port place in town. So highly recommend staying here if you can.
So the drive from Pinhão to Marvão is an absolutely beautiful winding mountain drive through tiny local villages with insane views of the valley. We ended up stopping in a tiny little medieval town called Trancoso for lunch and walked around the tiny old streets until we came upon the castle of Trancoso, which was such a cool surprise.
We're currently driving through the skinniest street that I think Dad has ever driven through before.
I feel like it's a sidewalk.
How close we are.
Just what you need at the end of a 3-hour drive.
I know.
I hope I'm supposed to be going.
You are. It's just we've never done this.
Nobody's looking at us like we're insane. I suggest you get out of the road.
Oh, it's so big now.
Yeah, it's a 2-lane highway. Yeah.
Add this to our interesting driving adventures.
I want to drink now.
I know, I'm gonna have a bourbon.
100%, I was about to say. How you feeling, Dad?
Fine. Gonna have a bourbon.
Yeah, as you should. Sayonara.
Sayonara.
We are currently walking the city walls of Marvão. Woo! These are crazy old and medieval, and it's gotten pretty high. We're pretty high up off the street, but the view out of the city is unreal. Not sure how we're exactly gonna get down because we just keep going higher, but this is super fun and cool. Ansley has discovered a really cool part, and it's so exciting. Oh my gosh.
I like this. This is nice.
We read on blog posts that the castle, you go there at sunset. Because number one, it's beautiful, and number two, you miss all the crowds. As of this moment, we're all alone.
You go.
Oh my god, it's kind of scary. No, you got it. I'll go with you.
It's open. I thought there'd be a gate.
Oh, there's a lot of bugs, man.
Go. Bugs?
Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, look at
Shut up, Crosby. No one cares.
Oh.
There's a big seed in the middle, but you can eat it.
Thank you.
They're really good.
I already ate one.
We used to eat them growing up.
I know.
Oh my god, it kind of tastes like a plum. It's a kumquat.
I brought for you. I love
We have the whole castle to ourselves.
Yes, we do.
360 views and the sunset's happening. We couldn't have planned this better. So one thing I've noticed on this road trip is that the Portugal rest stops are super freaking nice compared to US rest stops. US use like a bathroom and like a vending machine. Look at this. We have like a whole store. Of course, like some snacks and stuff. Yeah, very clean.
So clean.
And then there's an entire like restaurant. And this has been at multiple rest stops. Every single rest stop we've stopped at has been like this, which is great. Évora is another super historic city in Portugal. Behind me, you can see the Roman temple. It's about 2,000 years old. It was built in the 1st century AD, so obviously it's very ruined, but at one time it was a big temple, which is insane. And then right behind that is a garden with a gorgeous view of the city.
We were only in Évora for the day, so we hit the main highlights of the city, starting with the Évora Cathedral. If you travel through Europe a lot, then you may be a little sick of visiting all the old churches, but this one is super noteworthy for several reasons. First of all, it's actually the biggest medieval cathedral in Portugal, located on the highest point in the city. You can actually go to the top of the church, and the views from there are absolutely stunning. After the cathedral, we went to the spot that I was most intrigued about, and that is the Chapel of the Bones. This chapel is literally built out of thousands of human skeletons taken from the various graves throughout the town. Sound creepy? Well, that's kind of the point. Franciscan monks built this chapel to show people that we all meet the same fate regardless of status, and they certainly proved their point.
We are officially as south of Portugal as we're gonna get. We are in Lagos. And I actually have been here before, like 4 years ago when I was studying abroad. I really, really liked it. It's just a beautiful beach town, amazing cliffside beaches, beautiful, beautiful blue water. It's just really cool. And honestly, after the driving that we've been doing, we need a little chillax time. So we're gonna be here for about 3 days, and we're just gonna be exploring the beaches, going out on the boat, and I'm super excited. But what I've been the most excited about is, where's my sir? Look who's here!
Hello.
Hello. And as we said, it's just third wheeling. What did you flew to Lisbon, and then you trained 4 hours here. So
One day.
it was quite the journey.
2 delayed flights and a really long train ride.
Drone police right here. This, oh my god. Dude, he has been doing this for like 10 minutes now. This happened to me in Holland when I tried to fly.
They just shit all over me.
Sorry.
Never videoing again.
But not this intense. He's so mad. Oh my god, this one seagull will not leave us alone. Well, whatever drone shots I was able to salvage for this video, just know the risk that went into getting them. So you can either go to the beach here, which is what Ansley and Dylan and I did, or you can do the, what is it, 7 Hanging Valleys Trail, which basically you just hike around all of the cliffs.
It's beautiful. And it's not a hard hike. It's kind of flat. There's little rocks and things, but the viewpoints are amazing, and you can see down into the caves that you can only get to by boat. And yeah, gorgeous.
The next day, we got to chill out on a super beautiful and relaxing catamaran tour all afternoon.
You killed it! No, once you go in, it's fine.
Got your free beer!
Free beer!
Let's go! Woo!
She got it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
We're in Lisbon.
I'm ready to do some sightseeing in a city. Chuck's, that's Chuck's favorite.
This is my life right now. I don't want to be in the car.
Get out of the car.
I'm trying to stretch my back.
Lay on the hood.
You lay on the hood.
You lay on the hood.
We're having an amazing lunch in Príncipe Real with live music, and the ambiance is amazing. This is very nice.
Cheers! We're in Lisbon.
Made it! Kudos to Mom for finding this place.
I didn't find it. Wonderful blogger sent it to us. Sneak peek travel.
Yeah, this is actually really cool. I've never actually been in anything like this before.
It's a, what is it, a 19th century castle?
Yeah,
that's
it's just an old palace castle thing that's been converted. There's restaurants, or like a restaurant, bar, and lots of shops, like boutiques.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So we're doing a very scientific thing that is called aimlessly wandering the streets. Turning down whichever street looks cool, preferably downhill. This one looks fairly interesting, and we're just hoping we come up on something
Fun, cool,
but
amazing.
all the things.
That night we went to a fado show, which is a very traditional type of music in Lisbon that you'll hear all throughout the city. Fado actually means fate in Portuguese, and the music is known for its emotional, nostalgic feel.
We like Danish Spooler so much. That was awesome.
Yes, that was really cool.
I love the guitar. The little one.
The guitar was dope. Singers were really good.
Dylan was singing like a champ.
Dylan held it together.
I had the show.
He did. He was the star.
After dinner, we walked around the side streets until we found a super cool tapas bar for dinner.
One whole bite.
Some kind of traditional Lisbon sardines on this bread thing, and I'm not sticking the whole thing in my mouth. I'm gonna cut it with a knife like a civilized person. Are you ready? Cheers.
The next day, we took a tuk-tuk tour around the city, which is by far the best way to see as many sights as possible and get a really good lay of the land. We did a 2-hour tour and it was perfect. Definitely hit up our guide, Zé Pedro, if you're in town.
Visit Lisbon.
The following morning, I said goodbye to the fam and sent them off to the airport, but the adventure does not stop here.
Today is Portugal Day.
Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications because next week I'll be bringing you along on a super realistic weekend in my life.
I can't.
Working and traveling through Lisbon with Dylan. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!